far end of town where the grickle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. Grickle grass, street of the lifted Lorax. Grickle grass, somebody lifted the Lorax away.
What was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where the grickle grass grows? The old Onceler still lives here. Ask him. He knows. You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock at his door. He lurks in his lurkim on top of his store. And on grickly midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away.
It all started way back, such a long, long time back. Way back in the days when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the Swami swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place. Then I saw the trees, the truffula trees, the bright-colored tufts of the truffula trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze. And under the trees, I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits.
Under the trees, happy-dappy barbaloots. Under the trees, in our barbaloot suits. Under the trees, eating truffula fruits. Holy succulent, mellifluous, deliciously, mellifluous, sweetly succulifluous, truffula fruits. Summertime's a-comin', under the trees. Hummin' fish a-hummin', under the trees. Under the trees.
Oh, these glorious,
Splendibulous, splendorious, splendidulous,
dandy, flandy, flimbulous, truffula trees.
Those trees, those truffula trees. All my life I'd been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of love in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I unloaded my cart. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. What you doing in my tree stump, buddy?
Your tree stump? Your tree stump? Mister, I am the Lorax. I speak for the...
Forget it. I don't really need the stump. You can have it, little fellow. Just enough to finish the cuffs. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Now, who'd you say you were, little fella?
Mister, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs, that thing, that horrible thing that I see, what's that thing you made out of my truffula tree?
Look, Lorax, calm down. There's no cause for alarm. I chopped down just one tree. I'm doing no harm. This thing is most useful. This thing is a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt. It's a sock. It's a glove. It's a hat. But it has other uses. Yes, far beyond that. You can use it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers for bicycle seats.
Sir, you're crazy. You're crazy with greed. Well, there's no one on earth who would buy that fool's need.
worth of an industry, you poor stupid guy. You telling me what the public will buy?
Please, I object in the name of the trees.
All complaints will be filed in this box, if you please. Now I'd reached the stage where the potential was known. This business was too big for one Onceler alone, so promptly I built me a radiophone. I called my brothers and uncles and aunts, and I said, listen here, here's a wonderful chance for the whole Onceler family to get mighty rich. Get over here fast, take the road to North Nitch, turn left at Weehawken, and sharp right at South Stitch.
Don't stand around talking, turn left at Weehawken, to the Onceler's house we go. Don't waste your time talking, turn left at Weehawken, to the house of the glorious Onceler we go.
Opportunities knocking, there'll be no more squawking.
We're gonna get rich,
Filthy rich.
no holes in our stocking. Turn left at Weehawken, to the house of the glorious Onceler we go.
Gentlemen, I wish to speak for the trees. Here are some facts to cogitate and ruminate. It takes 10 months for a truffula seed to germinate. It takes 10 long years before the seed grows into a sapling. It takes 10 more years.
And in no time at all in the factory I built, the whole Onceler family was working full tilt. We were all knitting needs, just as busy as bees, to the sound of the chopping of truffula trees. Then, oh, baby, oh, how my business did grow. Now chopping trees one at a time was too slow. So I promptly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffula trees in one smacker. We were making needs 4 times as fast as before, and my profits, incidentally, were soaring galore. Inadequate roadways. I want a 4-lane highway over there. Instant Roadway Company at your service, sir.
I speak for the trees. Let them grow. Let them grow. But nobody listens too much, don't you know? I speak for the trees, and I'll yell and I'll shout for the fine things on earth that are on their way out. They say I'm old-fashioned and live in the past. But sometimes I think progress progresses too fast. They say I'm a fool to oppose things like these, but I'm going to continue to speak for the trees. I'm going to continue to speak for the trees.
It's always fair weather when good Oncelers get together.
I'm going to continue to speak for the trees.
the old assembly line comes another fleet, answering humanity's each and every need. Everybody do need a fleet.
It isn't just a panty vest.
Use it for a hammock when you need rest.
It's a toothbrush holder for your weekend guest.
Your canary will love it. It's a lovely nest.
Try it in soup. It adds great zest.
It'll cure those backache pains in your chest.
Everybody do need a fleet. You'll be amazed, you'll be nonplussed. It tastes like bread without the crust.
Grooms your hair when it gets mussed.
Rid your home of dismal dust.
It's a natural, it's a must.
Eliminates carburetor rust.
Everybody do need a fleet. It's super duper hooper hyper, makes a perfect windshield wiper, foolproof trap to catch a viper. With no complaints from any griper. Papa smokes and Minnie's piper.
Baby says,
Boy, what a diaper.
Everybody do. Everybody do. Everybody do need a fleet. Today we're here to celebrate, perpetuate, and demonstrate our love for the good old Munster, founding father of the fleet. 3 cheers for the good old Munster, Georgie Washington of the fleet.
Very heartwarming. Very heartwarming.
Oh, place your hand upon your heart and recollect his humble start. He came here in a horse-drawn cart upon his sacred mission. Today the Onceler's fame has grown. Today the name of Fleet is known. It's carved in everlasting stone. Everlasting stone. And seen on television. For he's a jolly good Onceler, aren't we all? For he's a jolly good Onceler, aren't we all? 999,995, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1 million!
Stop it! Stop it! There's something I've got to tell you.
Huh? Oh, it's Nature Boy, the Garden Club member.
Now listen, all of you. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Whoops!
That was the Lorax. He spoke for the trees. Miss Funzler, Miss Funzler.
Yes, Mr. Onceler?
Miss Funzler, send in Miss O'Schmunzler.
Miss O'Schmunzler for Mr. Onceler. Take a letter, Mr. Onceler.
Take a letter, Miss O'Schmunzler, to my cousin Yunny Yunsler, General Manager, Leeds Incorporated, Stockholm, Sweden. Dear Yanni, I'm overjoyed to hear how our business in the Scandinavian market is, by leaps and bounds speeding. The entire international picture is most exuberantly rosy and...
Oh, Mr. Onceler, he's back. That Lorax nut is back again.
Yes, I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots, who played in the shade in their barbaloot suits and happily lived, eating truffula fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go round.
I see your point. Yes, I do see your point.
They love living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys. Good luck.
Barbaloot suits, barbaloot suits, hiking off to somewhere in our barbaloot suits.
Please think about it, won't you?
Every once in a while I sit down with myself asking, Onceler, why are you a onceler? And I cringe, I don't smile as I sit there on trial asking, aren't you ashamed, you old onceler? You ought to be locked in a hoose cow, you should. The things that you do are completely ungood. Yeah? But if I didn't do them, then someone else would. That's a very good point, Mr. Onceler. Progress is progress, and progress must grow. Things were going just fine all the way down the line. Needs were selling like hotcakes from Timbuktu to Texas. I was feeling quite relaxed in my good old solar plexus when he snuck out of a pipe. He was back with another gripe.
Onceler, you're making such smogulous smoke. My poor swami swans. Why, they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat. And so, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here. I am sending them off.
Where will they go?
Where will they go? I don't hopefully know.
Will there be another dawn, a sunrise for the Swami Swan? Exit, exit, Swami Swan.
What do you want? I should shut down my factory? Fire 100,000 workers? Is that good economics? Is that sound for the country?
I see your point, but I wouldn't know the answer.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll think it over.
No! You've run out of time for thinking things over. I'm sorry to yell, but my dander is up. Let me say a few words about gluppity-glup. Your machinery chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity-glup and also sloppity-slop.
Slop, slop. Slop, slop. Don't go, don't go. Blank. Don't go, don't go. Blank. Slop, slop. Slop, slop. Don't go, don't go. Blank.
You're glumping the pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum, for the gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is dreary.
I hear things are just as bad up in Lake Erie.
Just fish out of water on hot, dry land. People ain't fish, so they can't understand what happens when simple things get out of hand. And a fish and his family's on hot, dry land.
Well, Mr. Onceler?
First the poor barbaloots, then the poor swami swans, now the poor humming fish. Oh, Mr. Lorax, Mr. Lorax. This cursed factory of mine, now at last I understand.
Mr. Onceler, Mr. Onceler.
Huh? Oh, yes, Miss Funzler.
Stock market's just closed, and Thnees Incorporated stock is up. Up 27 5/8 points.
Wow. Wow! Rowdy dow! Now you listen to me, Pop, while I blow my top. Trees! You speak for the trees. Well, I speak for men and human opportunities. For your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering. And biggering, and biggering, and biggering, turning more truculent trees into needs, which everyone needs! And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack.
From outside in the fields came the sickening smack of an axe on a tree. Then we saw the tree fall. The very last truffula tree of them all. No more trees. No more needs. No more work to be done. And in no time, my uncles and aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye. They jumped into their cars and drove away under smoke-smothered stars.
For he's a jolly good one, sir, aren't we all? For he's a jolly good one, sir, aren't we all?
Now all that was left neath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax, and I. The Lorax said nothing. Just gave me a glance. Just gave me a very sad, sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants, and I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he hoisted himself and took leave of this place through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with one word.
Unless?
Yes, unless.
What's an unless?
Just a faraway word, just a faraway thought.
A thought? About what? About something I ought?
Well, a thought about something that somebody ought. A thought about something that somebody ought. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Hold on a minute. Where is it now? Don't go, I've got something for you. Here it is. It's a truffula seed. It's the last one of all. Catch, don't muff. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds. And truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula. Treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest. Protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back.
You will watch it in a house, and you will watch it with a mouse. You will watch it here and there. You will watch it everywhere. It's Dr. Seuss, and he's on the loose. First, it's the Cat in the Hat.
Cat, hat, in French, chapeau. In Spanish, el gato in a sombrero.
It's a rainy afternoon, and the kids are starting to pout. But the cat shouldn't be in when their mother is out.
A cat in a hat!
You will note I am neat. Wiped my feet on the mat.
So join the kids, Mr. Crinklebine, and do it real soon with the Cat in the Hat on a rainy afternoon. Next, it's Dr. Seuss on the loose with 3 stories in hand. The Sneetches, the Zacks, and Green Eggs and Ham. This is the story of Sneetches with stars, and their neighbors, the Sneetches with no stars upon theirs.
Ronald, remember, when you are out walking, you walk past a Sneetch of that type without talking.
Stars off or stars on, it keeps them all guessing. But finally, the Sneetches learn a valuable lesson. And then, join the doctor on the prairie of Prax and listen to the story of the stubborn old Zax. Next, it's the classic Seuss story of Sam and his favorite dish, green eggs and ham. So with Sneetches, Zax, and Sam, there's no need to vamoose when you want to see Dr. Seuss on the loose. And now...
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
And we'll all gather around on our hands and our knees and listen to the story of grime gone astray and always be thankful for a bright, shiny day. Finally, travel on the Hoober-Bloob highway.
I, of course, am Mr. Hoober-Bloob, the dispatcher.
Mr. Hoober-Bloob takes very special care in sending his new arrivals to places down there. So if you're interested in babies, there's no need to shout. Take the Hoober-Bloob highway and you'll definitely find out. And next is the story of that mean, awful Grinch. His body is green and his face is all pinched.
Okay, you asked for it.
The people in Whoville are all seeing double, because Halloween's Grinch night and Grinches mean trouble.
I'll be coming back someday.
Let's go!
Guard! Guard!
And Pontiful Pock, where are you, my lad? I hope you're not doing something terribly bad.
Pick a color, any color.
White.
Gotcha.
He pushes small buttons of red, blue, and green and travels to places that no one has seen. And next, the Grinch grinches the Cat in the Hat. He's got evil thoughts that resemble a rat.
That cat's gonna suffer like never before!
The Grinch's machine turns the sky dark for miles, but the cat turns the tables and makes the Grinch smile. So it's Dr. Seuss stories in his own special way that you can watch over and over all day.
The Hoober-Bloob highway, in case you don't know, starts way up above and ends way down below. It starts far beyond where the astronauts go, and far, far beyond where the Groo-Grusters grow. The Hoober-Bloob highway gets steeper than steep, where the mini-moons sleep and the bloop-bleepers bleep. Then far, far above, if you see what I mean, far above the beneath and betwixt the between, that's where Hoober-Bloob works at the job that he's got. I am really not sure if he likes it or not.
Shoo, shoo, off, off, off. Away with you. Kindly shove off. You're about to use the runway. Go on, vamoose. I, of course, am Mr. Hoober-Bloob, the dispatcher. Please. This is the place we dispatch them from. Down there is the place we dispatch them to. And this is how we go about it. Adjust the cadipulator. First, the carriage. Then the occupant. Please. I hope you're quite comfortable. Now, we don't send them down unprepared like we used to. In these modern days, we brief them scientifically.
The big telescope, please. The big telescope, please.
Now, before we ship you down to Earth in your very special cart, we're going to be quite honest, and you'll listen if you're smart. I hope you can see clearly. A hole, please. There are so many places to send you that it's really only fair to give you some idea as to what goes on down there. And wherever you go, I want you to know that you're going to find some problems. For example,
you might live in this lovely palace in Bajanajistan, and you might think that that would make you a very lucky little man.
But very frankly, the attic is simply infested with tigers.
On the other hand, though, you could very, very possibly go to a most attractive smallish town called North Ninza-Skrinzabo. Here the snow is crisp and clear. There are no tigers here to fear. But I'm sorry to inform you that you'd have to learn how to milk a walrus. Suppose you were sent to the town of Gazer, where the beautiful sidewalks go every which where, and you live in this happy home high in the air, with your bedroom up here and your bathroom up there. And that's the way it is, bub. You're apt to get stuck. And the place that you live in is quite frankly a matter of luck.
The hometown selection contraption, please. Wherever the Hoober-Bloob stops, that's the place you'll go to.
We are delighted to be able to announce that this fortunate little fella has won the jackpot and the privilege of living in the town of West Wachacatella.
Congratulations. Please. As I said, congratulations. This is the future viewing contraption. Now, before we actually send you down, we must show you what is going to happen to you down there in that town. And, Bub, if you don't like it, if you have the slightest doubt, and you don't want to go, just tell us so, and your trip will be canceled out. It's a deal? Roll the reel.
This is your life in West Wachacatella.
You've got your work cut out, young fellow, in as much as you've got to learn to do things such as put on your socks. Now your shirt. Now your breeches. No scratching, no matter how it itches. Keep your fingers occupied with more important things. Scrub out the bathtub. Never leave rings. Learn to use your toothbrush. Learn to use your hairbrush. Learn to use your shoe brush. Tie a knot, what a knot. Take a look at what you've got. Answer the doorbell. Hang up your pajamas. Turn the television off. Turn the frizzolator on. Answer the doorbell. Socks. Shirt. Itches. Britches. Toothbrush. Hairbrush. Carry out the garbage can. Such an awkward little man.
I warned you, Bub. Things move pretty fast down there. And also, sometimes things move very slowly.
And you'll be there among the daisies beneath a beneficent bright blue sky. And you'll lie there so lazy, happy, hazy, doing nothing but watching the snails race by.
And here they come past the half-mile post. It's Creeping Katie in the lead, a nose ahead of Soggy Toast. And way back along the rail, what's the name of that there snail? Why, it's Leaping Luella, showing unexpected strength. It's Leaping Luella by 10 long lengths.
Are you sure you're quite comfortable? Well then, we will take up where your mother left off. If equilateral triangles meet with quadrilateral rhomboids, causing mathematical adenoids, I give you this little problem, Bub.
Can you postulate, rectangulate the conical coordinate of the parametric, heptotetric, rhomborebic, globothrebic, isoloidal, cosmic weight of the non-recurring distillate of the paranoidal dip?
And that's just the beginning, Bub, beginning, Bub, beginning, Bub. Your head will really start spinning, Bub, when you take up theology. Biology, geology, theology, moonology, psychology, ideology, chronology, prunology, pharmacology, splatology, physiology, thatology, and jumpin' jolly, oh my golly gee!
Oh, the things you have to know.
The things you gotta know. The things you gotta know. History, history, you have to know your history. You'll have to know those dusty, musty gents. Emperors, kings, and presidents. You'll have to remember which one is who, and remember his birthday and the size of his shoe.
Remember Sir Oliver Oglethorpe? And dear old Ching Chong Chos?
And which queen of Crumlin had a wart on the end of her nose?
Who's that geezer? Julius Caesar?
Looks to me like Ebenezer.
No, that there is Ebenezer. This is Sir Frederick von Plump Pleaser.
And this is Sir Alfred Fluther, Hillary Billary Blurn.
Oh my gracious goodness, but the things you gotta learn. You'll have to know why do cows chew their cuds, and why are fiddle disters always blowing suds. You'll have to learn the smell of the pipulated pinkweed, how it differs from the smell of the stipulated stinkweed. How tall are the pyramids? How deep is the river Nile? And how many teeth in a crocodile smile? And how many bones is a diplodocus? And how many bones is a rhymphorhymphorhynchodicopodulatifficus?
Will he want to go down there? How do you bet? Have you come to any decision as yet? You'd like to see a little more, maybe? Huh? I
know the way you feel, bub. But cheer up, we made a deal, bub. You don't have to be a human, not at all, not at all. I agree with you, bub. It's a rough decision to make. Maybe you don't want to go down to Earth as a child. You have innumerable choices. There are unlimited possibilities. Just tell me what you wish you were, bub. Tell me the shape that you prefer, bub. It's no trouble to make you what you want. No trouble, bub, at all. Something like him. Or her. Or those. Or them. Or a tizzle-top tufted salubrian snipe. You can be one of them if you care for that type. However, on the other hand, though, here's the way you conceivably might like to go. This is our latest two-tone model of the always popular six-footed bottle. Still, on the other hand though, there's the hammika, schlippika, schloppika, schlo. On the other hand, though, if you think that's too slow, there are more ways to go. You can be anything, bub, don't you know?
But on the other hand, other hand, still another and another and another hand, still another and another and another hand, on the other and the other and another hand, on the other hand, other hand, on the other hand, though.
Tough, isn't it? Making up your mind. You still considering maybe going to Earth as a human? Then let's take another look at what would happen if you went there. It won't be all bad. Some nice things happen down there.
It's fun to be a human when the sun is shining bright. It's fun to be a human when the fish begin to bite. It's fun to be a human when you're zipping and you're zooming, and slurping also makes it fun. Fun to be a human. And slurping also makes it fun. Fun to be a human.
I regret to have to inform you that human beings are apt to get sick.
It's good to be a human when the trees are getting green. It's fun to be a breathing when the air is fresh and clean. It's fun to be a human when sweet daffodils are blooming. F-U-N, fun. Fun to be a human.
I regret to have to inform you, you will lose an occasional tooth.
It's fun to be a human when you're showing off your dive. And when you're on vacation, it's so great to be alive.
I also regret to have to inform you, your vacation has just ended. You have now reached a point in your education when it's time to think about your future. What do you want to be when you grow up? A soldier? A sailor? A politician? A tailor? Maybe you're cut out to be a musician. Let's see if you have any talent. Maybe you ought to try the piano.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Good heavens, you're impossible. Let's see if he has any mechanical ability.
What do you do when a snorkin' goes slump and its front part starts sagging and so does its rump and it falls apart with a ghastly gazump? What do you do when the snorkin' goes slump?
It's really quite simple to put it together. The gicular snurkle fits into the gourd. The thrombinbulocket fits into the sprocket, and the scrotular glocket fits into the schnurr. And now you pick up the sprungated what's this? Releasing the pressurized. What have we got, sis?
Well, maybe you're not mechanically inclined. How would you like to be a famous Tweedlebeetle statistician? You could be the world's greatest authority on Tweedlebeetle ballistics if you study Tweedlebeetles and their ballistic characteristics.
Now, when Tweedlebeetles fight, it's called a Tweedlebeetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedlebeetle puddle battle. And when Tweedlebeetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedlebeetle puddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battles puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a Tweedlebeetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodles eat noodles, they call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. And
Stop it! Stop it! I can't stand it! That world is a vastly cruddy, bloody bore. You're much too nice a fella. I'm not going to send you there. Now what are you trying to say? I guess you're right. I sort of broke a rule. I am supposed to be neutral. My apologies, Bub. But I must perform the job for which I'm paid. You'll just have to see the rest of the picture, I'm afraid.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've got a pretty hopeless case here.
Maybe it would help if we ask him a few very simple questions.
A few simple questions, just check them as they go. All you have to do, young man, is answer yes or no.
Do you believe in hydroponics?
Answer yes or no.
Are you any good at microgonics?
Answer yes or no.
Are you religious?
Do you ever stumble?
Do you have bad dreams?
Does your belly ever rumble?
If you hope to win, keep up your chin and answer yes or no.
Has your old man paid his income tax?
Oh, you are so slow.
Would you marry a quiffer-quacks?
Answer yes or no.
Do your feet get sore? Does your uncle snore?
How do you feel about going to war?
If you want to succeed,
Speed up your speed and answer yes or no. Are you, will you, won't you answer yes or no? Will you, won't you, do you, don't you answer yes or no? Are you, will you, won't you answer yes or no? Will you, won't you, do you, don't you answer yes or no?
And millions more questions you'll have to try to answer in the biggest question mark factory in the universe. Well, that's the situation downstairs on the Earth. And it's time for you to vote, Bub. Do you or don't you want to go there? Answer yes or no. Come on, cooperate. You're holding up the entire production line. Do you or don't you? Do you or don't you want to go there? He votes in the affirmative. Look out below! Here comes a good one.
Good luck, Bub, to you, Bub, as you skittle down the skyway. You're heading for the Earth, Bub, on the Hoober-Bloob highway. Out
to nowhere, heading into the hills. You just joined the membership. Let's give the kids